So a few years ago, I started dropshipping in Europe and it changed my life forever. Sure, I was making good money in the worldwide American market, but one day I was laying in bed late at night and the term one country dropshipping just came to me and it instantly clicked. I was tired of working my ass off for dropshipping when it simply just wasn't even needed. There was a new way of doing it where I could get 5x the results with the same, if not even lower effort. And all of this with zero competition. And that was by dropshipping in Europe. What you're about to witness is the absolute best way to sell in 2024. A method that nobody really talks about, yet something that's super profitable and gatekept. And today I'm gonna give it to you for completely free. And to prove to you how good it is, have a look at these stores here, which isn't even mine, okay? They are complete beginners that I work with that has literally gone from zero to over $100,000 their first month dropshipping just by implementing this strategy that I'm going to share with you for free today. So before I show you step by step how to do it, let's talk about why it's so good. So typically when you dropship in America, you get beaten by players that's just a lot better than you, or the advertising costs are just super expensive. So it's simple, sell somewhere else. You know, customers in Europe aren't really that different to the American ones. And the profit margins are so much higher. You know, when I show you the results of these stores here, we're talking 40-50% net margins. So let me show you exactly how to do it. The first thing you're gonna need is obviously a product, but when you do this approach to dropshipping, you're gonna have a little bit of a different approach to it. And if you're in America watching this, you're in some random country, you don't know anything about Europe, don't worry, okay? I'm gonna cover it all for you. So don't be so locked into the mindset that, I have to sell in the US. You don't, okay? This is how you actually make money. So I'm gonna give you 2 ways to find winning products. One that's completely free and one that's a little bit paid. Now, both of these are good, okay? So choose the one that's the best for you. The first method to find products is obviously going to be by using my Nia, which is a product research software. You've definitely heard about it before. And there's many great ways of finding products here, because the thing is, you don't need brand new products. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's super simple. So you can, for example, scroll down here and we already find a winning product. This like honey lip balm has been a huge trend, but when you go to top 10 price of the day, you're obviously gonna find like somewhat of old products. So what I like to do is I like to come over to the ad section here, okay? And what we wanna do is we wanna find a product that does well in America, steal it, literally just copy their website, okay, and bring it to Europe. Now, there's a few more things you need to know about this method, of course, but for that reason, we're gonna go with best of the month, okay, because we wanna have something that works right now. But when you do that, your Nia gets a little bit messed up. So to make it extra good, you want to hit the is dropshipping filter, and this is where you're going to start finding some good products. So when you scroll here, you're going to find some random stuff, but you got to be able to look past it, okay? Because eventually you're going to find some really good products. We found one. Like this one, for example, this teddy bear, you can see it has 23,000 likes. It has 2.1K comments, and they literally created the store just like 2.5 months ago. And I can assure you, these guys are making money, okay? Their website is also pretty much flawless. I really enjoy it, but we can just steal a product and run it somewhere else. Now, the thing I like about my Nia though is that you can actually see when they started running the product, and we can see the engagement, and then we can just go to their store and just grab it. And you could even save the video right there. You could just like mix it into your own, right? Now, the second way of finding winning products is by going on AliExpress, okay? And I wanted to compile all of this together to a full course on how to start dropshipping, okay, in Europe. So we're gonna cover absolutely everything that you need. Second product research strategy is gonna be on AliExpress, and you want to scroll down to the bottom of the homepage here, okay? So you're going to see this section here. It's called More to Love, and this section hands you winning products, and it's completely free. It's just a crazy way of doing product research. As you can see, I'm already finding tons of wow factor products here that looks like potential winners. For example, this product right here, it's a pregnancy pillow. It has been a massive trend. This piggy bank used to be a trend back in the days, but guys, it's not been in Europe yet. You could sell it there. But I mean, just have a look at the products I'm finding here. So the thing I'm doing is I'm optimizing the tab, okay? So I'm opening products in new tabs. You can see I'm getting a ton of tabs popping up here just to kind of tell the algorithm what I like to see. Like send me in this direction. And every once in a while, I find a crazy good product that I'm going to sell. So with this method, you should be finding winning products in as little as just 5 minutes. But when you have it, you need to be able to validate it. And most importantly, you got to pick your country. And when picking a country, you got to be a little bit smart. We have methods for that, okay? So the next thing you want to do, let's say you find this lip balm right here and you think it's a super cool product. You want to come over to the ad library, okay? Here you're going to be able to spy on all the stores that are running Facebook ads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the USA, then I'm going to search for bee balm. And as you can see, stores are selling this. We got a page right here. You can see that their ads are active and they started running it just yesterday. And we can see we're getting 550 results. So to me, if you're in the US, it seems to be quite competitive, but many of these ads are also going to be irrelevant. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go with a product that's going to be easier to find. So I search a breathing teddy, which is this product you found right here. And we can see that there's a store running it right now. They've just started selling it. And if we keep scrolling, we can see there's another store running it here. Another one. There are tons of stores selling this product, right? So what this means is that it's too competitive, right? You're not going to stand any chance. But we have the link to their store right here, so we can open it and we can grab some inspirations. Now, what I want you to do, okay, to find a country is I want you to go up here where you can select them and you can start searching by European countries to figure out where there's opportunity. So in the US, we have 500 results. Here we have 480, so it's still pretty saturated, right? So let's go with a smaller country. Let's say we want to go with Sweden. It's a much smaller country in Europe. The results now is probably going to drop. Yeah, so we dropped even more. Now the next thing you see is that tons of stores here don't translate their ads, right? It's all in English. That means the competition is irrelevant. We're not able to find any stores in the language. Therefore, it seems to be an untapped opportunity. So what I want you to do is filter by different countries, see where the least people are selling it. And with that information, you're just going to go with it, okay? There's also a tool called Ali Insider, which shows you the percentages of countries that's selling it. So getting that is also going to be super helpful. But to be honest, you can run it in any European country, still going to be super cheap and profitable. Now, keep your attention span, okay? Listen to this. I know many of you have fried brains from watching TikTok too much, but I'm teaching you how to make actual money, okay? So listen. Now let me show you a store that nails this concept that I once again found on my Neo. Now here you can see that these guys have fully translated everything, translated video ads, translated description right here. And if we come over to their store, which isn't the best, okay? It's not the perfect store, but it nails the example. We can see that they have translated it. They have changed the Shopify currency to the currency of their country, and everything is in their language. So they have a general store for that country, and this guy might have other general stores for other countries too. So while everyone in America is trying to sell this, competing for the dollar, getting crushed by competition, he's just selling it in Germany. He's doing the same as you, but he's beating you. And he's using a little bit of effort to translate everything, including his video ads, which you can get a guy on Fiverr to do for $5. And by doing this, going the extra mile, you're beating the game. And let me tell you something dark, okay? And I'm not saying this to crush your dreams, but if you're trying to dropship in America as a beginner, you're not gonna make it work, okay? And there might be 1% making it work watching this. For the majority of people, that's just the hardest way. There's no point. I'd argue dropshipping is even dead doing that, okay? Now, another thing that's super important when dropshipping is to have reliable suppliers. And every person is out there making videos for you on how to make money, but they never show, first of all, their profits, but secondly, how to actually ship out the products. And for this, on all of my stores, I'm using SendDrop to get reliable shipping and also fast shipping. And it works perfectly well when dropshipping in Europe. So with SendDrop, you're gonna have two options, okay? The first one is that the product you're selling is very, very likely to actually be on SendDrop. So let's check out one of the products that I'm currently running, which is making me over $1,000 a day. So let's find one of my products, which I'm running right now. As I'm documenting my channel, I'm actually going to do a case study on this as well. I'm making over $1,000 with a water fan, and I've already exposed the product anyways. And the best thing is we can get it much cheaper, but we can already find it on SendDrop. So you just go to Shopify, then you go to your app store, you integrate SendDrop with it, and everything becomes pretty automatic. You just add your balance. But this product is one I'm selling right now, and I'm also able to get it cheaper than on AliExpress, which is great. Now, if you run a new product, which can happen in Europe, you're going to be in a situation where maybe it's not on SendDrop. And let me show you what you do in that case. The first thing you can do is to go here on AliExpress import, and you can import pretty much any product. And what you want to do if you can't find a product on SendDrop, you just want to click the link or source button here. And then you're simply just going to click source product. And then as you can see here, you will be notified in an email once they have a quote. So you're simply just gonna wait. They're gonna send a quote for you and set up everything so that you can run the product. And finding reliable suppliers is something you have to do when dropshipping already before you even start. So even if you are a beginner and you don't have any sales, you want to have this backend finished, because otherwise you can end up in very big trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link SendDrop in the description. Make sure you get it now so that you'll be safe and also save money when dropshipping. So this is the way. Now, what you want to do obviously is you want to translate everything. Then what you want to do is you want to head over to Fiverr and you want to search TikTok ads account Europe. Because if you're in the US, you're actually not going to be able to advertise to Europe. Many of you are asking me about this. And what you're going to see here is that people are selling TikTok accounts to worldwide. People are selling Europeans. Just check this guy out. I will create the USA manager for you, different countries. He can create German, whatever. All you need is to find a guy who does it for $10. It's that cheap. He will create an account for you. He will give it a login and you're going to be able to advertise to Europe. So make sure you get this done beforehand. But let me show you something in Shopify that's super important. So here's actually the store that I was doing a challenge on European dropshipping with. And I'm actually going to do a case study on this later. It was my last video before this one. We did a challenge where we took a product from zero and we managed to scale it almost all the way up to $800 already from scratch. So if this doesn't prove that it works, nothing will. But what you want to do is you want to come over to settings here, and this is super important. The first thing you got to do is to switch the currency, okay? But that's obvious. You want to head over here to shipping and delivery. You want to head over here where it says markets, and then what you want to do is you want to add a market, okay? Because what's going to happen is people are going to check out and you're going to be like, why are they not buying? It's because you don't have a market, okay? So for the country you sell to, you want to set up a market for it, or you can go ahead and set up international. Then the next thing you want to do once you set up your market is you want to come to shipping and delivery, general shipping. Then what you want to do is you want to click create zone, and then you're simply just going to set up a zone for the country that you're going to advertise to. And as you can see, I've already done it. Then you want to make sure that you put shipping to free, save, and you're good. Very often when dropshipping in Europe, people get checkouts with no sales because of just this. They don't have the markets activated. Another thing to notice is to do some research on the country that you're selling to's payment methods. If you're, for example, selling in Germany, you have to have PayPal. If you're selling in Sweden, you should get Klarna. So look into all of this. And if you want to know my 5 favorite countries to dropship to right now, that is for sure Sweden, France, Italy, Netherlands, and the UK. Especially if you go to Italy, you're gonna have zero competition. So what we do is we take all these products. I'm constantly making documents here with products that I believe could be a potential trend. Here you see the video ad. You simply just go ahead and use ChatGPT to translate it. But for your page, just get a guy on Fiverr to do it for $5 who actually knows what he's doing. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna head over to their store. And dude, you're just gonna straight up copy it, okay? The people don't really own the images. You copy it, you make it a little bit better, and you get some guy on Fiverr for $5 to translate it. So you're running with translated video ads. And a store that already works, you can go on a software called Dropship.io, track the sales of it, and you will see, for example, this store doing $1,000 a day. You know it's working, so you just steal their description, mix it up a little bit, mix their video ads up a little bit, and you run it to your own country, and you're not gonna be spam testing products anymore. Everything is gonna be perfectly fine for you. So with this information, you're gonna be good. This is all you need to know. The advertising and everything remains the same. It's a super good strategy. And if you do it, you will be successful. Now, if you want to learn this from me personally, I do have a mentorship program for it. So you can message me on Instagram right here if you're interested. The results has been just absolutely crazy. But that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.